Russian whose child drew anti-war image gets jail term but flees.
Here's a summary of the article.
A Russian man whose daughter drew an anti-war picture at school has been sentenced to 2 years in a penal colony on charges of discrediting the armed forces. Moskalyov was accused of repeatedly discrediting the Russian army, an act that was outlawed shortly after Russia's President Vladimir Putin sent troops into Ukraine and that carries a jail sentence of several years. The investigation started after Masha drew a picture last April showing Russian missiles raining down on a Ukrainian mother and child. The drawing, which featured a Ukrainian flag with the words, "Glory to Ukraine," and a Russian tricolor with the slogan, "No to War," prompted the head of her school to call the police. Russian authorities began examining Moskalyov's social media activity and he was initially fined 35,000 rubles for comments critical of the Russian army. Bilyenko, the lawyer, said he visited Masha on Tuesday in the children's home, officially named Social Rehabilitation Center for Minors No. 5. The case has provoked an outcry among Russian human rights activists and sparked an online campaign to reunite father and daughter.
This post received a score of 14,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Yeah, it is a clear sign of a strong and righteous government when they punish kids and their parents' owner drawings.
Yes, this is unbelievable. It makes Kholo look like such a clown.
Didn't one of their propagandists say Russia is a country with freedom of speech? Well, you can say what you want but then believe it or not, straight to jail.
Imagine being president and getting this upset about a child's drawing.
I think the point of is precisely that it's not just the president, but a whole ass system in on the joke. From those who reported, to those who lead this to a real sentence.
And for the system to work, for everyone to feel like this is how it has to work, the only way it can possibly work, there can be no lower limit. No pragmatism, no looseness, no letting anyone off the hook. The answer to the question, am I going to jail for this if they find out, must always be, yes. That's how you get people never, ever taking risks, always erring on the side of compliance and policing themselves.
Yeah, there was that article a bit ago about the public transit passenger who got snitched on when someone else caught a glimpse of them even browsing anti-war news on their phone or something. Hard to build revolutionary momentum when the whole populace is embedded with brainwashed rats.
In 1984, when Winston thought he saw a woman had noticed that he was doing something punishable by the dictatorship, he relatively quickly decided that killing her was the safest option. How long until Russia gets to that point, where life and death decisions have to be made like that?
Yeah, that's a book everyone should read again right now.
It's a bestseller in Russia right now, but a decent part of the readership thinks the analogy is about the Western world.
Greater than the drawing, which featured a Ukrainian flag with the words, "Glory to Ukraine," and a Russian tricolor with the slogan, "No to War," prompted the head of her school to call the police. What an absolute piece of shit bootlicker. He destroyed the lives of that girl and her father over a child's drawing.
Not even an effort to try to brainwash the child with propaganda, immediately resolves to send them all straight to jail.
At this point, an authoritarian will want to teach a lesson to others. Individual lives do not matter.
Yeah, I hope certain Americans are paying attention. Narcissists care only about themselves. If you cross them, you're dead. They just do not care about anyone but themselves. They have a lot in common with gangsters. They are usually psychopaths too. Sound familiar, anyone?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.